Aman, who lives in Ghaziabad, gives more priority to the safety of money than the return on investment. Technically, such investors are known as conservative investors. Fixed deposits are the first choice for such investors. These investments are safe and there is no danger of losing the investment. But some investors would like to have alternatives that are as safe and give better returns. Well, investors like Aman now have other options such as the target maturity funds. So, what are target maturity funds?
So what are target maturity funds? First of all, target maturity funds come under debt mutual funds. These funds invest in government securities and high-rated bonds. This means there is no danger of defaulting. So at least you don't have to worry too much about capital loss. The question which arises here is that why are these funds known as target maturity funds? So just like FDs, there is a fixed date of maturity. That is why these funds are known as target maturity funds. These are open-ended mutual funds. That is, you can buy and sell anytime after its launch and before maturity. Now, if you stay invested till maturity, then there is no risk of fluctuating interest rates. Now, what's the maths behind this scheme? If the interest rates change, the NAV of the fund fluctuates too. When bond yields go up in the secondary market, bond prices come down. This reduces the NAV of the mutual fund. But in a target maturity fund, this fluctuation is often subdued.
Most of the TMFs are of 5 to 6 years maturity period. This is the reason why they are compared with the FDs. So, how is this different from FDs? Basically, in an FD, the interest rate remains fixed throughout the maturity period and you cannot trade in FDs. In FDs, a premature withdrawal invokes a penalty. But the target maturity funds can be sold anytime as these are open-ended funds. Now comes the most important thing about TMF, which is how much return can you get.
So, how is this different from the FDs? Basically, in FD, the interest rate remains fixed throughout the maturity period and you cannot trade in FDs. In FDs, a premature withdrawal invokes a penalty. But the target maturity funds can be sold anytime, as these are open-ended mutual funds. Now comes the most important thing about TMF, which is how much return can you get? Currently, banks are giving interest rate in the range of 5 to 5.5% on FDs, whereas you will get interest rate in the range of 5.9% to 6.3% on TMFs of 6 years.
Anup Bansal, Chief Investment Officer, Scriptbox says, target maturity funds offer better returns than FDs. Not only this, government levies lower tax than traditional investment instruments. Money9 suggests, TMF is a good investment that diversifies your portfolio. Along with high returns, it also has other advantages. These are good for 5 to 7 years investment. After 3 years, there is a benefit of indexation that helps in tax savings. To understand how target maturity funds work, watch Formula Guru.